Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Noise and welcome back to Forever Stranded. In the last episode, we were exploring around the city that is over there. And today we are going to actually go in and try to take care of some of the monsters and try our hardest to get the Smeltery. So, before we go, I think I want to go ahead and get some iron armor, at least for the most part. A little bit of iron armor would help. And that shouldn't be too bad to do. I still need to get a lot of dirt so that we can get punchy sticks and start working towards getting a little bit of protection around our wall. But that'll come. So, let's go ahead and get 12. That's a chest plate and boots. If I can get like 7 more, we can get if we get 7 more, we could get the other thing, the leggings. I don't actually want boots, so I need 8 more. But that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And yeah, I need literally 1 more. So I guess, well, we have a piece right there. So let's get that all cooking up. And while that is doing its thing, we're going to stand in here and warm up because I got to turn this on. So that'll help. So yeah, we are going to bounce our way back to our little safe place. You know, I should make another bed. That wasn't too bad to do. So let's just make another bed because that'll help give us a little bit more in terms of just safety while we're over there. If we sleep, then we can get rid of all the mobs. Depending on when we sleep, of course. But, I mean, it'll be good enough. So there is 9, so we're going to want helmet, and we'll get some leggings. I don't want boots because I want to keep the slime boots on if we can, just because that's going to be probably the best way to handle getting out of there safely, because we're going to want to use our... No, stop doing that. We're going to want to use our slime sling pretty much as we can. That being said, if we have our boots off and then try to use the slime sling, bad things will happen. We'll die of fall damage, and that's not something I want to do. Not at all. So let's get the boots, or the leggings rather, and then we'll start working on getting the chest plate. So 4 more. And as you can see, I'm pretty well stocked on everything that I can possibly be stocked on. That is exactly where one doesn't go. So yeah, we gotta get over there. It might actually be smart to hang out here until it is actually night, sleep through the night, and then bounce over to our base. Because if we die, I don't really want to deal with trying to get back over there without the supplies here. We have an extra sword, we have plenty of like just random things. We could go back over and pretty easily recover our stuff. So let's take a look at kind of what's been going on here. So by the way, this pack has updated for presumably the last time ever. So hopefully everything doesn't like break or anything. But we have to get 64 seeds. How many seeds do we have now? That's something we could probably work on. You know what? Let's get some of the saplings in here. We have 42. Let's get like, I don't even know, 20? I don't even think that's, I think it's 8, so let's get 24. 24, cool. I think it's 8 saplings for dirt, but we're gonna want more dirt, and rather than immediately using this to sift and whatnot, we're gonna use this dirt to get more crops. For now we have a little bit of seeds. We're gonna use this to get more seeds and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm gonna keep the hammer on me. I'm gonna take the hammer with me because that's something we can afford to lose very easily. It does not matter whatsoever. But at the same time, it's one of those things that if we lose it, it's whatever. But we might actually need it. I don't know. I know that in Crash Landing, we needed a hammer of a certain level to pick up some blocks because of the what they were, and something else because I found this out since recording the last episode. There is another Forever Stranded, which we'll play after this one. That one takes place in the Nether, so that should be interesting. Anyways, let's break some blocks. I almost like the echo. It's interesting. So we're gonna just do this, and for the time being, we'll keep growing everything here. We'll get more wheat, we'll get more seeds, and honestly, let's get a chest specifically for basically everything that's gonna go in there, and that's it. So get this. Let's get like 9. We'll make another compressed cobblestone. Eventually we'll have that kind of auto crafted, but it is almost night, so we're gonna just put a chest here with the seeds and the wheat and the mattock, just because that's gonna make my life a lot easier. So let's see, let's get that. Actually, we want this here. Cool. So the only thing we're gonna have to really worry about is we don't really have any sort of ranged weapons. The only thing we have is a bow and limited shots. So that is something that we're gonna have to deal with, but it shouldn't be too bad, to be honest. We could always also go down below. So there is the cave. If we have a ladder all the way down, and there is, what is it, the mine shaft down there. That is something we could deal with as well, but it's also kind of meh. I don't really want to if we can help. Uh-oh, blood moon. We can't sleep. Well, on one hand, it's good that we're here. On the other, we don't really have anything we can do. So, we need to... Okay, we could probably start working on some of these stews. So seed soup is something we can make. Seed soup. So we just need any type of seed, stock, and a pot. So we have that. Stock we can get from bones. We can also get stock from potatoes, pumpkins. There's a lot of things. We can use potatoes though. And then we just need 2 seeds of any type. Does not matter. Rice seeds might actually be good because I think we have a lot of them. So we only need 2, but let's just use 2. So there's 2 seed soups. That is complete. So we also need meaty stew and rabbit stew. So let's just look up stew. Rabbit stew, obviously, this is a vanilla recipe that you almost never, I honestly forget about it because I never use rabbit stew. It's complete waste of resources, but it requires a lot of things we don't have access to, like, well, rabbit. We need to get to spawning rabbits, which I believe creating life we can make rabbits later. So that one's locked out. But the meaty stew, what's this require? Some sort of tofu plus, or some sort of raw meat, stock, and flour. So if we can get some sort of raw meat, we can do that one. But we can't do that until we get more seeds. So yeah, unfortunately that is just gonna be the way things are. Really can't do much else with that one. We're also gonna need hearty stew and mushroom stew. Now hearty stew is made in a cauldron. That's interesting. I don't actually know much about this, but it doesn't look too bad to make. Just some iron or copper, bucket of water. That's not too bad. And then the other thing was mushroom stew, which mushrooms, unfortunately, there's only a couple ways that I know how to get those. Now, can we use mushrooms to get seeds or anything like that? Doesn't appear so. But we can use it to get, wow, we can use mushrooms to get netherwort. That is interesting. Can we sleep yet? Hey, we can. Cool. So we're going to just come in here, turn this on for a moment, get nice and cool, and I'm glad that they fell out of the world. Let's put our slime boots on and let's head to the city. So anything in our inventory that we don't need? Not really. Alright, so the city is that way. We have our slime boots on. Cool. So we'll just head this direction. There are a lot of spawners over here, but we did a little bit of scouting last time, for one, but two, we also found one of the buildings that we're looking for, the factory buildings, and we should be able to take care of things pretty easily. So let's go ahead and place a bed down. We have another water bottle. I'm going to keep the other stone hammer here. And let's take off our gelled armor and put on our iron armor. And we'll go ahead and put this stuff in here. Now, the slime boots don't give you any sort of, like, protection, but that's okay. We should have made a shield. I keep forgetting about that. Oh well. Let's bounce into the city. And we need to go right here. And we need to... I'm going to hit F7. There is a skeleton spawner. No, that is not a skeleton. Okay, that scared me a little bit. But this is what we need. Dweller. There's a zombie in there. Uh-oh, Blaze. I need to get out of there. What is up with the Dweller? Oh, cave spiders. I hate cave spiders. Alright, so we're gonna light things up best we can. There's blaze spawners. God, there's spawners everywhere. I have no idea what that Dweller was, but let's just get away. Blazes are not natural spawns, so just getting away from them should cause them to despawn, and we shouldn't have any problems. So we do need some water. And something else I want to do is I'm going to actually throw this potion of heat resistance onto our head. That'll give us 2 minutes of heat resistance. which should be enough to kind of get by. So we're still gonna heat up, but we're not gonna. It's not gonna matter to us. Rather have food on the bar, and yeah, there's so many spawners. All right, let's just deal with the blaze. And that wasn't actually that bad. Where are... Okay, right there is the spawner. I just want to break the spawner and not have to deal with it. Okay, there is a lot of blazes right there. But we broke one of the spawners. That is good enough for right now. Let's get away. Let's get far away. And just let everything despawn over there. So, cave spider, zombie, blaze. Now there is still the issue of dealing with whatever we encounter in the little factory. But we have water, we have food, we have good food, and yeah, we should be able to just go ahead and bounce right on back in. And hope for the best. Let's just go straight for it. That is a blaze spawner. We need to break that. Oh, and I hate that it does that. The sounds are weird. Alright, but this smelter, let's just get away. Let's bounce really far away. There's so many spawners in these things. Now, one thing that actually does worry me is... Okay, it looks like there's mostly zombie spawners. That's okay. I'm going to break most of these spawners because I don't really care. Alright, let's... One more big bounce this direction. Really despawn those blazes. We should be good to head back in and grab all of the stuff that we could ever want. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. So here's hoping those blazes are gone. It looks like they are. We are going to run in, secure the place, and we can start. Haha. I figured there was another spawner. I would not be... Oh, that's a compressed zombie. Alright, well, we are secured in here. We can kill these guys, no problem. We're not going to overheat or anything. Actually, we might. We are really hot. Yeah, we're starting to overheat. So let's grab this stuff and get out of here. We'll get back to our little hideaway base and cool off for a little bit. So this is going quite well. All we need in here is some water and we would be good. So I think I want to keep that. That is going to be an emergency type food. So we can put some of this stuff in here. We need the seared bricks. I'm going to keep the bones. I'm going to keep this stuff with me and the string. Sulfur. Oh, great. There's a sandstorm. Once we cool off a little bit, actually, we should probably, we could sleep here. So I'm going to put some stuff in here. This is things to take back with us. And honestly, I'm not too worried about it. Let's pop out here, and I just want to go ahead and break some of these guys, get some water going. Luckily, water is one of the easiest things to get in this mod pack. It just takes time. That's the only bad side effect of it. But we have some blaze spawners, we have some zombie spawners. Eventually, we could probably get farms for those and make things a little bit nicer. Alright, cool. So, is that not going to do anything else? Okay, it was already done. It just visually not. Alright, so let's get this armor on for a second, and that'll help cool us off. The only other thing I can think of is actually if we put down some water to set in, that would help as well. But I don't have a bucket here, so that's something we'll have to bring another time. Anyways, we are cooling off just fine. Once it is night, we'll sleep, and then once it's day again, we'll just bounce back over. We'll grab everything we can and go from there. So, yeah, unfortunately, new spawn point has been set. We can set our spawn point basically any time. Doesn't really matter all that much, but like you don't have to sleep in a bed, luckily. But that is something that we will worry about another time once we get back to the base. But yeah, I think the only thing that lag spike. About the only thing this could really use is if we dig a hole right here and just put some water there. That would be good, I think. So, can we sleep yet? Nope. I believe it has to be like 10:30 or later. So once we're done with this, we'll go grab the blocks we need. Let's see what we need specifically. We need the drain, faucet, basin, table, a tank, and the controller. Alright, so everything else except for the bricks, the blocks. So that's fine. We're going to just completely annihilate the one. Might as well leave that on. Let's go ahead and switch our armor. Now this armor is hotter, but that's okay. Kind of to be expected, and honestly, kind of what we want anyways, so let's just bounce over here. And seal that up. Cool. So faucet, drains. This does have a controller and a tank. Cool. So this will be everything we need. And we'll have a nice smeltery. We can make it a decent sized smeltery too. So that is pretty much all we need from the city right now. We might come back, I'm sure we'll come back here later to get other things. We might even have to go find other places, other cities. But this one, this is what we needed for it, for the time being. So once we can get out of here, we'll just pop back in, see what that unlocked. So this is going to allow us to really start working with our metals. Now, we're probably going to want to eventually get another controller, get another couple of faucets and tanks and all that kind of stuff. Basically get all the stuff to make another smeltery. Because something that I sometimes like to do, depending on the mod pack really, and if this one favors it, then what we'll do is we'll have automated ore processing using a smeltery. However, because smelteries can make alloys, we have to be a little careful on how we organize things, but that shouldn't be too hard to deal with because this mod pack does have Ender IO, and Ender IO is wonderful for item filters and just item movement in general. Conduits are one of my favorite ways anymore to actually deal with that kind of stuff. So let's bounce back to our house. We will come back later when we are a little bit more better equipped and all that kind of stuff. I would love to have the personalized heat stuff taken care of before we really do much, but whatever we can get. So we're going to leave the iron armor here. We can always make better armor later. We're going to take all of this stuff that we can, and our hammer. Alright, let's take the sticks as well, and everything else can stay. Cool. So, we're going to go ahead and bounce back home. So that was a successful scavenging trip. We only got hurt a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, that's to be expected. So we'll just bounce back into our home. There's still a lot of zombies hanging out around our base, and they're going to try to follow us, but we'll just bounce in and call it a day. So let's get somewhere cool. Let's also replace our armor. Alright, and let's drop off everything we can. So bones, rotten flesh has been in here. Got way too much stuff. That's okay. So we will start working towards getting a little bit more in terms of storage later, but for now, I don't really care. Bunch of broken spawner stuff, put all that in there. We do need to cool off like now though. Alright, so we have a bunch of quest rewards. Cool. We'll get those in a second. So I had to be in the water. Alright, so we can get epic bacon. We'll put that away. That's all we have to do. These cooling coils are so useful. We can go ahead and put that in there. And yeah, honestly, we'll do this. Cactus can go in there. Actually, yeah, cactus can stay in there. And yeah, we have the smelter now. So let's actually get another. Well, one, we have a decent amount of charcoal. We can go ahead and get like 3 of those, put those in there, and we just come out here. Go ahead and put more charcoal in there. Grab a little bit more wood. Just enough for another chest, just so we can put all this stuff in here. And we're going to build the smeltery out into the yard, but not today. We'll worry about that another time. So, can I put this stuff away? No, of course not. That's a bummer. Alright, we'll just put it in here. I really need to deal with inventory. Alright, so we'll put chest here, and we'll put the smeltery in here. And I just want to go ahead and claim this quest. So we're going to get a bunch of stuff. And that's going to unlock some other things. So we get tool rod, tough tool rod, axe, and a wide guard. We have a loot chest and half a heart. Loot chest had, wow. We can sag mill these. And then eventually make cocoa beans. Okay, that's kind of cool. But it's still not a good reward. So that unlocked 2 quests, it looks like. So we need engineer's manual and we need obsidian tools. Huh. Okay. Did that unlock anything else? Anywhere else? Not seeing anything. Okay, so that is something we'll kind of focus on in the next episodes. I'm going to do a little bit of work. Unfortunately, obsidian, this stuff is really good because it's going to give us a lot of the mining levels, but obsidian is a bit of a pain to get. If we take a look, Obsidian, we need to make a lot of lava. But it's actually not that bad. We can make it with, well, one, we could cast it with molten obsidian. So just using the smeltery. The other thing is we can use stone barrels, which I don't know that we have any, but let's go ahead and set up the crucible again. We'll set that up out here. We'll just put it like right here. We'll be fine for now. And we'll fill that up with some cobblestone, and we'll just get some lava. So between episodes, I'm going to work on getting lava and also kind of work on getting more stuff for the farm. Trying to think if there's any other things that we'll need to work towards. Right now, really, we're doing okay. We're not doing great. We're doing okay. We could definitely use some more sifting. There's something kind of neat about sifting that I want to look into relatively soon. I believe you can do it in this mod pack with this mod where we can put multiple sieves next to each other and sift a bunch all at once. I think that works, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. Next time we're going to continue on getting some more better tools and looking at the engineer's workbook manual. There we go. Yeah, that's really easy to make. So we'll kind of start working on that and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!